My beloved child, do not worry that you might miss out on what I am doing in the earth. I will make sure that you are in the center of my glory when the shift comes and the release of my spirit is unleashed. You see, when I breathe upon the earth, you are the channel through which I exhale. I breathe in your requests and exhale your declarations, and the earth is changed. Do not focus on the circumstances and situations in your life that contradict my promise. For those things can change, and I am capable of making it happen. Today, I call you to come near to me. Do not be distracted by the fake suggestions of the enemy that would cause you to look away from my face. Accept my invitation, and let the spirit of encouragement lift your countenance and restore your joy. Refresh yourself in the fountains of my effervescent favor, for the bubbling springs of laughter and exhilaration are breaking the surface of your life and sweeping away all despondency. And this brings me to something that will transform your understanding of how I work, my precious child. Talk to my living potential and stop the dialogue of failure and sorrow. For that is not your inheritance in my kingdom. Be stirred, be persuaded. You can afford it, for I am recharging the banks of joy in your life and releasing the substance of all that I have promised you today. Be encouraged, be comforted. For I am on task and on target, bringing the answers to the cry of your heart. You have sought after my glory, that radiant effulgence of my being, and your yearning fills my heart with delight. But know this, child, my goodness precedes my glory. It is the very foundation upon which it rests, the taproot from which it blossoms. You cry out for a display of my glory, but before its dazzling light bathes your life, I must first ensure you are bathed in the gentle rain of my goodness. Type 1111, if you are ready to receive this divine goodness that precedes the glory you have been seeking. It is not earned, this goodness, nor is it dispensed based on performance. No, it is the very essence of my nature, overflowing like a boundless spring, freely offered to every thirsty soul who seeks me. Forget, child, any notion of attaining my glory through outward show or self-proclaimed righteousness. The key to my heavenly chambers lies not in striving but in surrender. My glory dwells not in lofty cathedrals or blinding visions, but in the quiet corners of your own heart, the sanctuary where I reside. Remember Moses, a faithful prophet and leader. He yearned to see my glory, his spirit aflame with desire. But before I revealed it, I caused my goodness to pass before him, a procession of mercy, faithfulness. Only then, prepared by the gentle touch of my benevolence, could he bear the full, unfiltered radiance of my being. But here is what changes everything about how you will experience this divine sequence. So I say to you now, get ready, for I am preparing to unveil my goodness in your life, to saturate it with grace and compassion. The foundation is laid, the sacrifice on Calvary paving the way. This is not a distant promise, a flickering hope on the horizon. No, I present it to you now, like a banquet laid before your very eyes. Come, eat, and be filled. This, child, is the preamble to the glory you seek. My goodness, a divine infusion of all that is holy and true, is the fertile soil in which my glory takes root. And I tell you, it will blossom in your life, not in some distant future, but here and now. This is the day, the turning point, the moment of transformation. This is the moment when my eternal blueprint for your life becomes visible. My cherished one. A new dawn cracks upon your horizon, one painted not with the hues of past shadows, but with the radiant colors of destiny. Lay down the worn map of your yesterdays, for it no longer charts your course. I am the architect of eternity, holding aloft the blueprint of your being, etched with unwavering precision before the world itself took a breath. No storm, no struggle, no doubts of man or fiend can mar the lines I have drawn. Open your eyes, my child. Let them adjust to the brilliance I shower upon you. Unplug your ears from the static of earthly pronouncements For I speak truths that transcend mere mortal utterance. Heed not the siren calls of fear and limitation, for I have drowned them out with a symphony of favor, blessing, and power that enfolds you. You are woven with threads of purpose and hope, my beloved, threads that are self-fulfilling in their radiant embrace. Do not flinch at the biting winds of adversity, at the cracks in the facade of the world. My hand, firm and unwavering, reaches through, plucking you from the mire and setting you upon solid ground. The tears you have shed, the prayers you have uttered, haven't gone unheard. This hour, I answer, bringing the change you have craved, the upgrade you have cried out for. Remember, child, you are not adrift in a storm-tossed sea, but cradled in my arms, sheltered by my love. Trust in the compass set within your soul, the one that points true north, forever drawn to the beacon of my light. Comment chosen if you recognize this divine compass guiding you toward your destined purpose. Let go of the burdens you have carried, the anxieties that gnaw, the doubts that whisper self-defeat. I am here, now, not some distant deity, but a present Father, holding out my hand, beckoning you forward. Step into this new day, my child, with eyes wide and heart aflame. The path ahead may seem uncharted, the challenges untamed, but I walk beside you. Each step you take echoes in the grand design. Fear not, for I am with you, and in me you have overcome. This is not mere encouragement, my precious one. This is prophetic declaration over your destiny. The blueprint I hold contains specifications that defy human understanding, dimensions of favor that stretch beyond earthly comprehension. What fills my heart with infinite joy is seeing how perfectly positioned you are for this divine unveiling. Every trial you have endured, every moment of confusion, every season of waiting has been calibrating your spirit to receive what I am about to release. You thought you were wandering, but you were being precisely positioned. You thought you were delayed, but you were being divinely prepared. The goodness I am releasing in your life is not a consolation prize. It is the foundation for unprecedented glory. Watch how quickly circumstances shift when my goodness saturates every area of your existence. Relationships that seemed impossible will be restored. Opportunities that appeared closed will swing wide open. Resources that felt depleted will be replenished beyond measure. This goodness I am pouring out is alive, dynamic, transformative. It doesn't just change your circumstances, it changes you. It doesn't just bless your situation, it elevates your capacity to carry greater blessing. You have been asking for breakthrough, but I am giving you something far superior. I am giving you a breakthrough that breaks through into breakthrough, a blessing that becomes a blessing system, a miracle that generates more miracles. My goodness creates an atmosphere around your life where impossibilities dissolve and divine possibilities crystallize. This is why I told you my goodness precedes my glory. The glory you will experience will be so magnificent, so overwhelming in its beauty and power, that you need this foundation of goodness to contain it. But understand this divine timing, my beloved child. The glory that follows this goodness will not be a distant reward for future faithfulness. It is approaching rapidly, gaining momentum with each moment you surrender to my goodness. You will see my glory in your relationships as love flows where there was bitterness. You will see my glory in your finances as abundance flows where there was lack. You will see my glory in your health as strength flows where there was weakness. You will see my glory in your calling as anointing flows where there was struggle. This glory will be so evident that others will witness the transformation and know that only God could have orchestrated such a dramatic shift. The blueprint I have designed for your life contains specifications for influence that will extend far beyond your immediate circle. The goodness flowing through your life will become a river that brings life wherever it flows. Others will be healed by your testimony, encouraged by your transformation, and inspired by your breakthrough. You are not just receiving blessing, you are becoming a blessing distribution center. The glory that manifests in your life will create ripple effects that touch generations. This is the magnitude of what I am releasing. This is the scope of your destiny. This is why the enemy tried so hard to convince you that nothing was happening. He could see the blueprint. He could sense the approaching glory. He knew that once my goodness was fully released in your life, there would be no containing the glory that follows. So he whispered lies about delay, disappointment, and disqualification. But today those lies are silenced forever. Today the goodness flows. Today the glory begins to manifest. Today you step into the fullness of everything I have prepared for you. The compass in your soul is no longer pointing toward distant hope. It is pointing toward present reality. The blueprint is no longer a promise. It is becoming your experience. Every prayer you have prayed, every tear you have shed, every moment you have waited has been an investment in this divine release. And now the return on that investment is about to overwhelm you with its magnitude. Rejoice, be glad, for the curtain is drawn back, and you are about to witness the unfolding of my magnificent plan. My goodness precedes my glory, and both are yours for the taking. Open your heart, embrace my love, and step into the radiant light that awaits you. You are not forgotten, child. You are cherished, loved, and forever embraced in the arms of your Father. Share your biggest moment of recognizing my goodness in your life below, if you are ready to inspire others who are waiting for their own divine blueprint to unfold. Go now. Walk in the light of my goodness, and prepare yourself for the glory that follows. This is your inheritance, child. Claim it with joy, and let it guide your every step. The architect of eternity has signed off on your blueprint. The foundation of goodness is poured. The glory is about to break forth. You are positioned. You are prepared. You are chosen for this moment. Step boldly into everything I have prepared for you, knowing that my goodness goes before you and my glory follows behind you, surrounding you with favor as with a shield.